Hello and welcome to Community Chats. I'm your host, Aley Hammer, and today we're joined with Jason Latham, the CTO at Hey. Jason, thank you so much for joining us today. Can you start by telling us a little bit about Hey?
So we're an Australian-owned but globally run fintech, and our aim is to provide people and businesses with extraordinary payment experiences. We have a team that is based mainly in Sydney and London, and we have two businesses which we launched with one key tech philosophy. So first, we've got our retail neo, Hey, which we built for the Australian market. And the reason we targeted Australia is because they had a regulatory change in 2018, which meant there was a clear opportunity and a less congested marketplace. And also, Australians are a tech-forward populace that we thought would be keen for what we were looking to produce. And secondly, we have HaaS, Hey as a Service, which is the platform we built to launch Hey on, and is a platform that we're now making available to other businesses to take advantage of our hard work.
It's so great to see innovation in the fintech area. So what have you found are the benefits of being on the cloud for your customers?
So I think the key benefit for consumers is that cloud lowers the cost to entry. I think there'd be a lot less opportunity for fintechs if it wasn't for the cloud, and I think there'd be a lot less disruption, and most of the services would still be centered around the bigger players. The on-prem cost would have been prohibitive for what we've achieved. The other thing that I think is an advantage is speed to market, even during a pandemic. So we've continued to innovate and deliver through the period, very much enabled by AWS. And during this period, we released Australian first features such as Tiny Big Rewards, which gives people 1% back on all purchases below $10 for the life of the product. And we've just launched as well our biodegradable card.
A major concern for customers of banks is often security. So how do you ensure the security of your customers when using the AWS cloud?
So I think there's a strategic and a technical answer to that question. The strategic answer is that used correctly, just using the cloud improves or gives a boost to your security posture. One of the things we found throughout our banking license journey is that the regulator looks very closely at any use of the cloud. And given that we wanted to be entirely cloud native and run all of our key workloads in the cloud, this was something we had to overcome. And we finally found that they were happy for us to be cloud-based as long as we fully understood our risks, understood how to mitigate them, and understood everybody's responsibilities under the shared responsibility model. I think you can't just expect to be safe because you're in the cloud. And the Hey team had great support from AWS as well around things such as IT risk and general best practice for the various components of our architecture. The technical answer, I'll just run through a few of the things we do. We use KMS alongside our managed solutions such as EKS, RDS, etc. We deployed a service mesh in the Kubernetes cluster that enforces mutual TLS. Working with Palo Alto, we have micro-segmentation across the state, and we perform vulnerability scanning in the pipeline and in the live containers at runtime. We do whatever we can to reduce the service area for any attacks. And obviously, we concentrate very strongly on encryption at rest and in transit and all of those things.
I mean, obviously, security is very important and you do take it seriously, so that's great to hear. So finally, Can you tell us about anything that's coming up next for Hey? What can we expect to see?
So the most exciting thing that we're doing at the moment, data and insight, that's the next stage. And we're very excited by tools such as Athena and EMR. So we've started to accumulate a lot of data, and we want to be able to analyze that data for the benefit of our customers. We believe that we should be in a place to understand and measure the success of every feature. We've started with the obvious and traditional views, but we're really looking forward to using things such as ML and AI as our data scientists begin to work closely with the data. I think that's the most exciting thing, but we're also looking to develop more features and grow on the platform, and that in itself is very exciting.
Jason, thank you so much for coming on the show today. We'll see you next time.